This is a prime example to all my male and female friends out there that if you're about to start making a whole lot of bread in the very near future, maybe don't start dating an IG model that's 5-6 years older than you.
Nice chain, red bone mains, chain swing, like pretty.
Hey, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the studio. Today's story is going to be on a gold digger by the name of Brittany and Renner. Now, if you guys are into basketball or anything like that, you guys have probably heard this name because guess what? She's been around the business. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that she's been dating a whole lot of basketball players in the NBA. And before I tell you guys about this whole gold digger situation that's going on right now, I just want to give you guys a little bit of backstory to Brittany Renner, all right? As of the recording of this video, Brittany Renner is a 29-year-old IG model. I just want to go over all the people she has dated previously just to kind of show you the guys that she's dating, okay? Now, obviously, this entire story is surrounding Pj Washington, but we already know that. I just want to tell you guys the other people she has also dated. To start it off, let's start off with all the NBA players that she's dated. The first NBA player she ended up dating was actually Ben Simmons back in 2016 when he was about 20 years old. After that, she then goes on to date a couple other celebrities that I'll get into in a bit, but her next NBA player she ends up dating is James Harden back in 2018. And then immediately after that, I'm assuming her and James Harden didn't really work out too well and actually started dating Jamal Murray that very same year. After that, I think Brittany kind of had a broken heart and didn't think she was going to find anybody for her because it went 1 year until she ended up finding Pj Washington. While doing research for this video, I found this website called Who Dates Who. So if you have any type of name, you're probably on this list, all right? There is probably a list of all your exes. And I guess they also rank them as well because they're thumbs up and thumbs down right next to the people's names. For example, Ben Simmons has 28 thumbs ups and 27 thumbs down. So, I mean, he's kind of breaking even. But I guess out of all the people they hated the most that Brittany has dated, I guess it's DIGGER because he only got 5 thumbs up and 30 thumbs down. The next person after that was Chris Brown with 24 thumbs down and 11 thumbs up. But yeah, I just thought it was a little bit funny that they have a whole ranking system to all this, but I thought I'd just let you know. Oh, they also let you know her zodiac sign in case you were wondering. She's a Pisces. But enough of Brittany Renner, let me tell you who Pj Washington is, basically why this entire story is happening. Pj Washington is a 23-year-old basketball player for the Charlotte Hornets, still relatively new to the NBA. I wouldn't say he's a veteran. I would still lean towards he's kind of a rookie, so he doesn't really know what's going on too much. If you guys have been paying attention so far, maybe it kind of stood out to you that Brittany is 29 years old and Pj is 23 years old. I'm sure when you're an IG model, you could probably find guys in your age group that want to date you. But are these guys gonna be making as much money as this guy who's about to be drafted in the first round and being signed for $12 million, making $3 million a year? Probably not, and that probably has a big reason as to why she started dating him. Here's all the information you need to know about Pj Washington's current contract with the Charlotte Hornets and how much money he's making. Obviously, Brittany didn't know this contract before she started dating him. But what I can say is that she did know that this guy was going to be drafted, all right, in the first round. And when you get drafted in the first round and you're kind of like top 10, top 15 pick in the draft, you're going to be getting paid quite a bit of money. She knew all of this. But here's his contract that he has right now. Pj Washington signed a 4-year, $12 million contract with the Charlotte Hornets, the annual average salary being $3 million. So he roughly gets paid about $250,000 a month. Pretty good, pretty good. I'd be pretty happy making $250,000 a month. Now, why are we bringing in Pj Washington contract and how much money he's making a month? Well, because he ends up getting Brittany pregnant, and apparently 2 months after having his kid, she divorces him without him even knowing. And now I looked around to also see where these rumors coming from, but if I remember correctly, which I could be wrong, all right, which I could very much be wrong, these rumors were coming from her. Allegedly, Pj Washington has to pay Brittany about $200,000 a month. And now remember, he is getting paid $250,000 a month from his contract. This man is being absolutely robbed by Brittany. And if this isn't the clearest case of a gold digger, then I don't know what is. If she really didn't like Pj, she could have easily had an abortion and just not have dealt with the baby at all. But she chose to keep the baby, and then right after he's born, she decides to divorce him without him even knowing. Yeah, Pj Washington ended up getting clowned a whole bunch around the NBA because of the amount he was having to pay her. Now, just to be clear, Pj Washington has denied that he has to pay her 200 grand a month, but let's be honest, if I was in his situation as well, I would also be denying that I have to pay her 200 grand a month. But also, it just seems so fucking wild to me that a judge would say that he has to pay 200K a month to this lady. I honestly don't believe it. I don't think he is paying 200K. But just for this story, we're gonna go with what Brittany said, all right? Or with what this rumor said. Now, that's not the end of this story, all right? You guys probably think that PJ Washington is just getting all his fucking money stolen from him and that's it, all right? Nothing else to it. Well, Brittany ends up coming out, posting this on her Instagram story, essentially saying that she's completely broke and that she's been living with her mom. Now, that's crazy because if I recall, she's supposed to be getting paid 200K a month. My fucking household doesn't even make 100K a month, all right? And we live just fine. How is this lady making 200K a month, living with her mom and like grandma, and saying that she's broke? What is she doing with all this money? This is child support. It is supposed to be going to her child. Why is it not? Or maybe I'm completely wrong and she's an amazing mother and she's throwing every single penny of that 200K into her child's savings. But let's go ahead and watch this video where she explains how she's broke, all right?
Place today, y'all, when I tell you I've been thugging, okay? Like, been living with my mom and my sister. It's me, my mom, my sister, my baby. I mean, because, you know, 2.5 months when I decided to leave, my baby was 2.5 months old. I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't even have a car. I still don't have a car. I got rid of my car, you know, because, you know, empty promises, whatever. But I've been thugging so hard, bitch. Bitch, this has really been the hardest time of my life.
Yeah, it really must be fucking tough making 200K a month, you know, doing nothing. It's a struggle. I feel you, Brittany. I don't know how you're doing it. You're a trooper. I salute you.
And here I am. Cause I thought somebody, right? Cause yeah, that to say, don't ever relinquish your independence.
It's pretty obvious that she edited the very end part right there because it cuts all weird, but she was clearly gonna throw some jabs at PJ Washington, but then she decided to take out. I think it's absolutely crazy how she's trying to play victim here and trying to say how like much of a struggle it is for her while she's making so much fucking money. Bro, I'm no fucking math major, but if you do 12 times 200, she's making about 2 mil a year not doing fucking shit, all right? Nothing. While PJ Washington is supposed to be making 3 million. That means she is getting more of PJ Washington's check than he is. You know how annoying that must be to grind your entire life to be able to make it into the NBA? Because let's be honest, it was probably PJ Washington's dream to be here, just like every other NBA player. He had to grind for that spot, and when he's finally there, the majority of his check is being stolen by a gold digger. It fucking sucks. It really does suck to see somebody go down like this, and I truly hope that the 200K a month is false. Before I wrap this video up, I wanted to give you guys a bonus clip of Deion Sanders, the coach of Jackson State University. He actually brought Brittany in to speak to all of his players, and I guess her whole talk was to like basically say don't cheat and to respect women, which is very ironic coming from the gold digger herself. But I also just find it, Deion, how do you bring this gold digger into this class of, more than likely, one of these guys are probably going to be drafted into the NFL, all right? They're probably going to be making some money. She is literally just scoping out her future harvest, all right? I don't know how Deion did this. It is so fucking funny that he did this because all the comments on Instagram as well are just clowning this guy for bringing her in. But let's go ahead and get into this video really fast.
You guys get in these situations where you have your favorite person or you're in a relationship and y'all want to play. Like, there are repercussions to everything that you do, good, bad, or indifferent. Because there is a cost at telling the truth, but there is an even greater cost when you lie. So, as a man, you be prepared to stand on principle.
I don't know. How do you do this? How do you go out and do this? Everybody knows who you are, all right? It's not a fucking secret. You're a gold digger. How are you gonna go and play victim and say like, don't go and cheat on people? What you do has repercussions. It straight up shocks me how she is able to go out and do this. And I love that they put the motivational music in the back as well to kind of add like suspense to it. This is so wild to me, and I also so very funny. I hope none of these guys end up falling to her, and I hope she doesn't pick any of them. She is actually currently dating Kevin Samuels, an influencer on, not really sure what he does. I looked into him a bit, but still don't really have an idea of what he does. So yeah, she is dating an older man now. Hopefully she keeps it that way, and hopefully she also doesn't drag him underneath like she did to PJ Washington. Let me know what you guys thought about this entire story. Is it crazy? Do you guys think she's a gold digger? Do you guys honestly believe that PJ is paying $200K a month in child support, or is that all false? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and until the next video, peace.